How's it going?
Good, Andrew. How are you today?
I'm all right. Nice weekend.
A really nice weekend. Yeah, Saturday I was in Killarney, went to Mucker's house and gardens, picnic, walk around. It was fab. Got really
Nice.
lucky with the weather. It was really nice.
Actually, yeah, I have to agree. So did we because I hung out close Saturday, delighted with myself. Because the forecast was supposed to be awful, but it was nice and sunny as you saw, and I thought, I throw out there now. It was grand. And then yesterday we were training yesterday, and lovely and sunny, bit windy, but it was fine. Lovely, sunny, dry weather. It was great. And I'd say the second I finished training, I got into the car. It just opened up. It was
Yeah.
horrendous for about a half an hour, but yeah. So overall, weather-wise, got away with it for most of the weekend. It was good.
Yeah,
Um,
no, not bad at all.
yeah, my weekend was very sporty in that I was sitting on my ass for a lot of it, watching everything that was on between hurling, football, ladies football, the Grand Prix, soccer, golf, rugby. That's pretty much Saturday there, like.
Well, fantastic finish to the Premier League yesterday. That was an exciting day for some people and a disappointing day for other people. I'm sure there's a lot of happy heads in there, or there will be later, Andrew, with Liverpool making the top four.
I'm sure there will be, yeah. Sad not as they are, but yeah, I'm sure there will be. All them Liverpool people in this building. Yeah, no, it was. In fairness, you're right. It was a thrilling finish for certainly for Liverpool fans, considering where they were coming from. But yeah, I tell you today though, when you talk about weather, it's a nice morning now. It was kind of rainy there half an hour ago, but it seems to have passed again. And I think we're going to get a good deal of sunshine across most parts of the counties today, mixed with some showers in places again. It'll be quite breezy at times as well, and temperatures today highs of about maybe 13 to 15 degrees.
Now, some of the big stories that we're waking to this Monday morning, and the front page of the Irish Times today. Government set to reopen key sectors, says the Times. So Friday's a big day now, another big announcement on Friday. And apparently there will be very significant decisions made to restore society to its pre-pandemic status. So they're talking about aviation, hospitality and live events. They're all in line to reopen by the end of July, says the Irish Times today. So that's some good news on the front page. This is a kind of a bizarre story. EU leaders to discuss unacceptable forced landing of plane. A Ryanair flight from Athens to Vilnius with Belarus opposition activist and blogger Roman Protasevich on board was diverted to land in Minsk after an alleged bomb threat. The Taoiseach and other European leaders reacted with outrage after Belarus intercepted a Ryanair flight bound for Lithuania. Mad stuff altogether. That's on the front page of the Irish Times as well today. And then inside the sports section, Ken Early looks at Leicester's stunning collapse yesterday. Great season for Leicester, winning the FA Cup, but not finishing in the top four, unfortunately for them. And Dublin and Kerry shared the spoils in Thurles. Reaction to, I didn't see the game. I heard little bits of it, but Andrew, you were saying good match yesterday between the two?
That was, in fairness, yeah. There was. It was a kind of a weird start to the game in that they kicked something like three wides each inside the first few minutes.
Right.
Dublin definitely kicked 1-5 wide that would have probably killed the game off. But yeah, as they both got into it, it was a cracker. I mean, it looked Kerry looked dead and buried. They conceded 4 goals. Like that doesn't happen, and you can still come back. But they did, and they were very good in the second half. So it was a good game, and it kind of whets the appetite for the championship season ahead. Hopefully, we'll see Dublin and Kerry play again when things are a little bit more high stakes, shall we say? But
Yeah.
yeah, it was for a league game. It was quite good yesterday. The Examiner this morning has the same story you mentioned there, Lael. It's Ryanair flight forced to land by jet. Taoiseach Micheál Martin has hit out after the Belarusian president Alexander Lukashenko traveling to Lithuania, forced it to land in Belarus yesterday. So a regime critic could be detained. So there's plenty of scope and rumours that this bomb threat was not a bomb threat at all. It was called in order for it to land and arrest this guy on board. Lots of, as you said there, lots of reaction to this, and a lot of European leaders not happy about this at all. Housing plan will have no impact for years. Benefits of ban on bulk buying won't be seen for up to 3 years as the government's plans to protect home buyers from competing with institutional investors will have no impact for up to 3 years, with up to €1 billion worth of homes pre-sold to cuckoo funds. That's also in the Examiner this morning. And much like you mentioned there, Elaine, as well about the sport, inside today, they've actually a really cool photograph. I'll show it you there in the sports section. And it's the moment that Stephen O'Brien was hauled down by Philly McMahon. so that David Clifford could score the winning penalty. Or sorry, not the winning penalty, the penalty to draw the game in injury time. It was the 73rd minute, I think, when the penalty was awarded. But that's all the reaction to that inside the Examiner today.
The Irish Sun front page story is a really disturbing one. Horror case exclusive, says the Irish Sun. The Irish Fritzl victim sue state. So 3 sisters whose dad was described as the Irish Joseph Fritzl are suing the state. Ashley Iseult and Megan Manning have lodged papers in the High Court. They say that their mother had told social workers of her abuse, but that nothing was done about it. So that's on the front page of the Irish Sun today. And then all the final day drama. They've got a special supplement with the Irish Sun today, the highs and lows of what happened yesterday in terms of Premier League action, and a lot of big things happening. Like Aguero's gone now. Is he injured? I think he scored twice yesterday and he's leaving City. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. His contract is up, so that's it. He's now finished. Well, sorry, he's got the Champions League final next week, but that was it. It was his final Premier League game, and then he's out of contract with Man City as of next weekend, I think. Yeah.
And then nice scenes in Anfield yesterday. Roy Hodgson stepping down from his fantastic career as well. He's 73, I think, now. But he did say yesterday he couldn't have picked a better place to end his career than Anfield, even though none of his own supporters were there, which was kind of a tough send-off for him. But yeah, some really nice words by him as well yesterday. So that's also in the papers today.
Yeah, and if rumours are to be believed, Sergio Aguero is probably going to sign for Barcelona this week. That's what's in some of the papers this morning as well, so we'll see that. But the Independent this morning, cyber hackers could sell off stolen HSE data for years, warns an expert. The personal records stolen in the cyber attack on the HSE will be used for years to come to scam and blackmail people as they're sold onto different criminal gangs, a security expert has warned. And I actually saw something at the weekend as well, that if somebody believes that their personal data has been compromised, and they have any sort of proof of this, they're to contact Gardaí as well. That's a kind of a word of warning I was reading yesterday. And from €25,000 umbrellas to greenhouses, here's how pubs are preparing for outdoor reopening as hospitality gets ready to open on the 7th of June. Publicans and restaurateurs are getting creative to cope with the Irish weather. Yes, you heard me right, €25,000 umbrellas.
Wow.
I mean, they're calling them umbrellas, but I'm sure they're a little bit more fancier than that. But that's what they're calling it. Probably in the Independent today, anyway.
Now, some of the top trends that we're waking to this Monday morning as well. These are the things people are chatting about online on Twitter. Phil Mickelson is trending. That's because he won the PGA Championship yesterday. But some great Irish results there as well with Shane Lowry and Padraig Harrington. They played together, I think, yesterday, Andrew. 2 great rounds as well. They probably brought each other along a bit there, finishing 4th. And then a really bizarre story about the Ryanair flight that was forced to land in Minsk as well. That's also trending today.
Shane Lowry tweeted last night. He was like, really enjoyed that. It was a picture of himself and Padraig Harrington fist bumping, and it was like, really enjoyed that. Up the paddies. And then Party Pooper 69 tweeted them and was like, sorry, could you not call us paddies? That's really offensive to us Irish people. I was reading through the tweets and I was like, oh my god, every single tweet is congratulations. Oh, great, well done, guys. Proud to be Irish. And sorry, could you not call us paddies? That's really offensive. Yeah, that's somebody who's clearly the life of the party there anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
So obviously that's trending as well. Match of the day we mentioned is also trending. Really in the years, so 2016 yesterday, or let's say last night. Loads happened. So you had the Euros, the Olympics. A lot of people talking about the O'Donovan brothers. Remember their famous interview? We just pull like a dog. That was being discussed. Somebody else tweeted. They were like, it was a retweet of a tweet from 2016, and it was like, well, God help the poor soul who has to get 2016 into a half an hour for reeling in the years, and they did it. But by all accounts, it was quite good last night. So yeah, I still haven't watched the new series of it. I've seen none of this new. What was it from 2010 on or whatever? I haven't seen none of it. So anyway. Yeah,
might binge on that some night. Should be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Listen, we've got a busy show on the way as well. I did, by the way, look at a little bit of the Eurovision over the weekend.
Oh, sure, of course, we mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. I sat down, I texted my brother, I said, I'm going to watch the Eurovision. I think he was like, okay. I got about, I'd say 40 minutes in, and that was enough. I had to stop. I did love Danny Frere's song, though. That was the highlight for me by far, I think. Did you hear it? It's actually really good.
Yeah, I heard the song. I didn't watch the Eurovision, if I'm being honest. I watched the voting. So I flicked it on at about 11 o'clock, 10 past 11 Saturday night, just to watch the votes as they came in. And
Yeah.
it was exciting because they have the two voting systems. So obviously, I was going to say team, a country that's like 40th. That's not possible,
Yeah.
it's only 26. A country that's 20th could
Yeah.
easily jump up into the top five, which happened for a couple of countries, all right. But yeah, I didn't see any of it. And then I did watch the winning song and just to see it, and I went, all right.
Yeah, what was
I
going on there? Was it a bit out there, yeah?
personally thought it was shite, but you know, that's just me. There was far better songs, I have to say. But hey, rock and roll.
Rock and roll kids.
Yeah, it was a rock tune, and there's obviously a lot of controversy because there's now allegations of cocaine use during the show, but they have come out to say that they will take a drug test. They have no problem with that, and they say we weren't taking cocaine off the table. That's what they've said in a press conference. And so
What was going on? I only saw a still of that, and I was like, I mean, if he made that gesture for the crack, it was the stupidest thing to do.
well, his excuse was quite poor as well, because he said at that moment a glass had just shattered, had broken beneath them, it literally fallen off the table, and what he did was he was like, "Oh no!" and then he happened to be caught on camera as his face was planted on the table. So, but he says he's going to come out and take a drugs test, and he says there's no problem with that. Although I'm curious as to what'll happen then. I mean, if it's positive, does that mean that they like they can hardly take it off them, can they? I don't know. Maybe they can.
So they drug test all the contest. I mean, people being drug tested at a kind of at a gig. It's good luck with that, I'd say. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought the whole thing was bizarre, and I also thought it was bizarre that anybody would have complained that it looked like somebody might be doing drugs. I'm like, just yeah, maybe he was
Yeah,
just up a smashed glass with his nose.
Well, he says anyway that that's what happened, that a glass had fallen off the table and it had shattered beneath them at their feet, and that's what he was doing, but I don't know. All I will say is that the song was shite, and the bookies had it as their favourite for months, so they knew something we didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, bizarro.
We won't be
Right.
playing it anyway.
Listen, we better go, and we're live in a couple of minutes. You can leave a comment here, or you can find us on, you can text us or WhatsApp us as well when we get going in a couple of minutes on 083 300 3300.
Yeah, enjoy your Monday. Good